Hi everyone, Marshall Tapp again. We're going to give a general overview of the FamilySearch family tree site. We're going to talk more at a holistic level to help you understand the basic general areas of the site, the basic places where you can find content, and then talk about the different tools that tie them together. We'll explain to you some basic concepts that'll be useful as you go through any of the rest of these FamilySearch introduction videos. But to get started, let's first watch FamilySearch's own introductory video, which will give you a basis for the site in general.
I am part of one big family and want to know exactly where I fit in. Family Tree is a free tool on FamilySearch.org that makes it easier to find and get to know my ancestors. On Family Tree, everyone works together to build one big tree. I begin by logging in to FamilySearch.org with the same username and password I use on LDS.org. If you don't have an account, you can register for one here. Once I click Family Tree, I see my name in the main position. Since Family Tree is one tree shared by everyone, many of my ancestors have already been added. Due to privacy reasons, some living relatives will not show up. There are 4 different ways I can view the family tree. The portrait view places me at the bottom, and my ancestors branch upward like a real tree. The fan chart view spreads out 4 generations beyond the person at the center, and also shows that person's children and grandchildren. The descendancy view shows all the descendants of an ancestor that have been added to Family Tree. The icons in this view provide research hints and show where temple work may be needed. Here I am on the traditional view, and here are my parents and grandparents. These arrows expand the tree, allowing me to view more generations. The arrow below my ancestors shows me all the children of this ancestor that have already been added to the tree. This is my second great-grandfather, Henry B. Reed. When I click on his name, his person card appears and displays information about him. A person card contains that person's full name, picture, and birth and death date and place. Sources are attached records that contain information like my ancestors' date of birth, occupation, or the names of their family members. Discussions are online conversations about my ancestor with other users that may also be related. Memories are photos, stories, or other items that help me get to know my ancestor. Here I can see where the temple ordinances were performed for my ancestor. If my ancestor's temple ordinances have not been performed, I can request them. To view more detailed information about this ancestor, I click here, or move this ancestor to the main position by clicking Tree. If there are ancestors missing from the tree, I can easily add them by clicking Add, typing their information, and then clicking Continue. In only a few minutes, I explored generations, learned about my ancestors, and helped build everyone's family tree.
Okay, so that was a very brief introduction, and you saw a lot of moving pieces. Those are the basic pieces that you're going to learn to use in order to make the family tree site function. And we'll go into more depth on each of these, but I want to take a step back and talk about the structure of the FamilySearch site. So you'll remember from the last video, this is the 3 basic areas of information. They're trying to pull together all the information that we've added over the years to a global family tree. You can kind of picture that top circle as one filing cabinet. Then over in the bottom right are all of the records that have been indexed. They're images that people have typed the information for those records into the computer, so they're searchable in these huge data storehouses or databases. You can picture that as another file cabinet. So there are two sources of information about people in general. And then there's a third one on the lower left, which is the living memory, they call it, or memory in general. These are the photos, the stories, the journals, the pictures that really connect us to our ancestors. They're also a great source of information. So you have these three filing cabinets, if you will, of information. And FamilySearch has made these accessible in three distinct tools. The first is a person page. That's where you access all the information about individual people. Everything that we know about them is contained on the person page. This generally draws from all of the information that we've put in over the years doing pedigree charts and PAF and New Family Search. Then you have the official records. The official records are, again, those indexed records. That's another body of knowledge, and you can search that via the search family in FamilySearch, and we'll go through this later. Then lastly is the family memories or memories section of FamilySearch. This is where you can view audio files, video files, you can view pictures, stories, all of the information surrounding people. Now, all of this information is good separately, right? Lots of information, but it's better if these are tied together. So there's a few tools that act kind of like paper clips, but with all the information between the three filing cabinets. They're kind of putting it all together. The first is a tree view. You saw those various tree views in the video, and we'll go through those in more depth, but they connect all of the different people together from the person page. Then you have record search, which is the tool that allows you to search the official records. You also have the temple request function that looks at all the information about everyone and says, okay, here is a unique individual whose name we can take to the temple. Then there's another subset of pages that are really tools that help you to help the computer make more connections. For example, as we said, we're putting together all these various sets of information, and there are duplicates. People go around and they don't know what everybody else is doing, so you can merge duplicates together. There's also the source linker functionality that allows you to link together the person page with the official records, so that if you say, okay, we have a person in this person page file over here, and it matches this person on a census record, and you can link those together because there should in the tree be a one-to-one relationship. Okay, and so this provides us some basic tools. Now, we'll go through all of these. I know, again, it's really high level. We haven't really gotten our hands too deep into this, but just watch for these circles throughout my presentation. Refer back to this whenever you see those circles to really help you understand how things are connected.